Yeah, feel good. Feel good. Keep getting better. So it's exciting.
Is this kind of is this probably as close to 100% you felt since going back to before training camp started?
By far, yeah. By
Uh,
far.
how big of a difference does that make mentally as you get ready for game week in terms of being able to just maybe practice movements or just do whatever you want to do in the field, knowing you feel that good?
Yeah, I think um, it doesn't really change your prep very much. However you're feeling going into that week, you're gonna play around that, and that's how you're gonna practice. So um, just adds an element to my game.
When you woke up the next morning from the game, was it encouraging how good you felt when you woke up after exerting as much as you did?
Yeah, it was. And I felt that way last week too. After the game, it felt good after last week. So we're just getting better and better.
When it happened in training camp, obviously you weren't on the practice field, at least in front of us, for 5 weeks. You were back in 8 days this time. Did you do anything different to feel as good as you have right now for the first time in 2.5 months?
No, um, I mean it's a different. It was a different spot the second time, so it wasn't quite as intense. Um, but like I said, right now I'm feeling really good. Just got to keep it that way.
Is there a percentage you would put on how they do?
It's hard to say. I'm confident that I can run around and extend and make plays right now. So uh, tough to say percentage wise, but we're pretty close.
Do you view this game as a big chunk going, the odds of potentially going 3-3 into the bye, 2 straight wins, winning against a good Seattle team? I mean, how much stock do you put into what that might do mentally for y'all moving forward the rest of the way?
Yeah, they're a really good team. They've proven it this year so far. So we're focused on getting better every day. We got to be 1-0 this week. We'll focus on the bye week next week.
I'm not sure what this means, but you threw your longest air ball of all time, I guess. And I'm wondering, is that an indicator that you're back, and does that surprise you? That was your longest air ball.
It was a good play. It was a great scheme from the coaches. We were able to execute it. That's what we're supposed to do.
I mean, did it surprise you when you heard that that was your longest air ball?
No, I let that one loose. That one, I could feel it was going to go pretty far.
So what has made you always so effective throwing into tight windows when you're outside the pocket, whether you're on the run or scrambled to a spot and let it go? What has made you so effective over the years?
I think I'm pretty mobile. I pride myself in that. I don't hesitate when I'm out there. If I see it, I throw it. I'm confident in that. And those windows, when you're extending plays close so quickly, if you hesitate at all, they're going to be gone. So you just got to take advantage of the opportunities as soon as you see them.
Something Brian also said was that you are the receiver. You have a good idea of when a receiver is going to kind of break, and that's something kind of intangible that you can't really place an qualitative value on. Is that something? Is there something to that as well, where you read the receiver like Jamar in the back of the end zone making a cut?
Maybe it's just getting reps with your guys, knowing how they move, knowing how they break, how they run routes, what they're going to do in certain situations. It's all just reps with your guys and understand how they're going to perform.
Was the biggest difference for you your physical ability to be more mobile, or was it more like a mental thing, or something else?
Physical ability, physical ability.
What is it about that made such a difference for you on Sunday?
I was just, I was feeling good after the first touchdown. I figured I was going to be confident in my calf all day, and it's tough. It's tough sledding when you can't move around in the pocket, when you can't extend plays. You got to play a certain kind of way, and so I was able to play the game the way I wanted to, the way I expected to. We were able to come out with a big win. Focus on this week now.
What makes their front, Seattle's front, so good in your mind?
They play really fast. They're really good in stopping the run. They've got great games. They play together. They play fast. They play with effort. It's going to be a challenge.
What did you know about Jamal, both y'all being LSU guys? What did you hear about him and what he's like, and how excited you to play against him?
Yeah, he's a really good player. He's a great blitzer. He's always around the ball, making plays. Hasn't been out there in a while, but you can go back and watch the tape and see how he affects the game.
Joe, I feel like I've somehow become the wardrobe question guy, but the internet's losing its mind over your cleats. Is there a reason for that change? It seems like there's a change for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Joe, you played against a lot of teams with schematics, pressure schemes, multiple, like Baltimore over the years. These guys, 16 sacks, 10 different in that category of multiple pressure packages that you got to communicate well?
Yeah, you always have to. You know, they've got a great scheme, and so we're gonna have, we go over our protection plan tomorrow morning is when we really all dial all that in. So I'll have a better answer for that after tomorrow. But they're, like I said, they play fast. They're very explosive up front. They get a lot of penetration, so we're gonna have to get the ball out quickly and play the game a certain kind of way.
Zach shared on Monday that you checked to the play where Kwame Lassiter made his first catch. Were you aware of his backstory with Arizona and the fact that he did not have one to this point in his career?
I was just throwing him. He was off. The corner was off. I figured instead of running into a 4-minute defense box, just throw it out there and get some extra yards.
So it wasn't a personal, hey, this would be nice for him?
It's no charity. No charity.
Joe, looking at the, go ahead.
CJ Stroud said last week on Pat McAfee show that he connected with you at a party and gave him a lot of really helpful pointers. For you, it seems like, we're always asking you about, what Aaron Rodgers tells you or Tom Brady. How did it feel to be now, even though you're still young, to be that person that's giving advice to the rookies now?
Yeah, whenever you've been through a process or you have reps invested in anything and somebody new is coming in, you have some insight that maybe they don't have. And so, people helped me when I was coming into the league, and I think that's part of our jobs going forward is, helping out the young guys, making sure that they understand what they're getting themselves into, how to play well, how to perform, and he's been playing great. I'm excited for him.
Joe, with how you guys played last week and looking at the AFC North and where you are right now, do you feel like this team is right back in the mix right now?
We just got to win this week. We got to be 1-0 this week. We'll worry about the standings later in the year. It's week 6. The standings after week 6 mean absolutely nothing. I think we've proven that the last couple of years. So we just got to focus on being 1-0 this week, getting better every day in practice. We'll go from there.
Is there anything in particular you like about the Jordan ones since rocking the last 2 days?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know Jamar's not going to catch 15 balls every week, obviously, but is there a lesson philosophically where you guys are at offensively to learn from how well you guys played when he was being fed that much? You can maybe lean into him more than you maybe even ever have in the past. Do you think any way to go forward and learn a lesson from that?
Maybe, but I'm always just going to read the defense and take what's there. That's how I have to play. If you go into a game thinking, I got to throw it to this guy or I got to throw it to that guy, you're going to be playing slow and you're going to be playing on your back foot. So I'm going to continue to play the way I am, and our receivers are special in that way that they don't really care who gets the ball. So when you have guys like that are excited to see everybody else succeed as much as they are to see themselves, it makes play caller's job easy, makes my job easy, makes everybody's job easy when you have people like that.
How big a luxury is it for a quarterback to have receivers? It's well known Jamar can line up anywhere and do anything, but Trenton Irwin can line up a lot of places and do a lot of things. Tyler Boyd, almost the whole room. It's their goal to be able to do that for you. How big a luxury is that?
Yeah, that's awesome. It's when you have a guy like T go down, and then you have guys like Trenton and Andre step in, and really they don't miss a beat. Trenton played great. Andre, played really well in his spots. Had a big time catch on the sideline. So, we have all the confidence in the world in those guys to come in and do their job, and they've proven it time and time again. And they're going to continue to get opportunities because that's how the season plays out. Guys go down, guys miss games. That's pro football, and they're going to continue to take advantage of those opportunities when they come.
Coach Taylor praised Geno Smith's leadership. What have you noticed that he does well in his unique journey?
Yeah, it's always exciting when you see a guy like that doesn't exactly go the way you think it's going to go at the beginning, and then he just continues to grind, continues to work as hard as he can for when that opportunity comes, play his best, and he's played unbelievable the last 2 years, and so that's exciting to see. I'm really happy for him. He's going to continue to do that.
What do you think of Jamar and the 7-Eleven always open stuff?
He's not wrong.
What kind of year do you think mixing this up? It's kind of a quiet match to 1,000, it seems like.
Yeah, just playing great. He's really taken a step. I think he's running the ball really hard like he always does. He's drastically improved in his pass protection. He's doing that great this year. So he just needs to continue to do what he's doing. He's playing really well.
Zach mentioned earlier today, Joe, that one of the things he appreciates about this locker room is that some of the best players are the hardest workers. How much do you pride yourself and see, when you see guys like Jamar, other team leaders work as hard as they do? What does that do for the team chemistry?
Well, you have to. You have to. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to play well. I think that's probably a pretty constant across the league. The great players all work hard. You can't miss any reps. You can't go through the off season and not work hard and expect to go out and, one, get through an entire season healthy, and two, play really well that whole year. So yeah, it's what you need to have if you're going to be a great team.
I guess another way of asking that is, how would you characterize the internal competitiveness of that locker room?
Yeah, we're competitive in everything in there. I mean, you guys are in there when guys are playing ping pong and everything. So people at this level, they're competitive in everything they do.
Have you been able to play much ping pong?
I've been playing much this year now.
Has that been hard?
No, I think I ping ponged myself out last year.
Are you cleared to play ping pong?
Yeah, I'm cleared to play ping pong.
When you mentioned Joe and pass protection and that improvement, is that something that, I'm not caught you by surprise, but you really noticed when you started playing games, or when you were watching game film or practice film from camp when you weren't practicing, did you see it coming along even back then?
I saw it coming in last season. He's really taken ownership of that role, first and second down. He's been doing a great job for us. Thanks.
Thanks, Joe.